Since the 2.11 update on Apple Arcade, Citytown has gone through a lot of changes, including brand new Gudetama, and we need to take pictures of the ones from the sewers again. So I'm going to show you where they all are, and sit tight, and we're gonna go through them all. So let's get into it. First up, there's the one right by the Plush Pals shop, sticking his little booty out of the sewers. I honestly, the Gudetama in Citytown are so silly. I love it. But yeah, the next one is where the little nature preserve used to be, but now it's been moved just a little bit to the right in its own little peninsula. Yeah, what do you think about the redesign of Citytown? I honestly love it, and I hope all of the Gudetama stay the same for when it releases on other platforms as a DLC, because I would like to not make this video again, because I already made one with the sewer ones, which honestly, shout out to Past Nikki, because I used that as a reference for the second half of this video. So yeah, there's one right back here in the alleyway. You can also see there is a photo op spot here. So make sure, if you're going for all of the achievements, talk to that little null, snap a photo, and it'll get marked off in your little achievements list for all of the photo op spots for Citytown. But yeah, flying up here, la 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 la. There is one in the cone. This is where one used to be, but it's been slightly moved. Everything's been moved around, even if it's like similar ones. Just everything's been moved, and we gotta take pictures with them again. But if you already have, and then you go to the little Gudetama sign in the Seaside Resort to try and get a reward, you won't actually get a reward because you already got them all in the past, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is just like 2.11 stuff. If you're watching this in the future, possibly when it comes out as a DLC, ignore all of that. That's just me yapping a little bit about the current news right now in November 2024. But yeah, hopefully, if this video does, make it in the future, we'll see about that. So yeah, this one you've got to climb all the way on top of that rainbow tower to find him chilling out on the front. I love this shot so much. It's super cute. But yeah, just lots of flying around, trying to find the next one. Also, if you're from the future, what's behind the fog? Because I don't know yet as of recording this. There's probably going to be more Gudetama back there, so that's why it's like all the Citytown Gudetama ... so far, But yeah, after each one, I'm showing the map just so if you need extra help. I also love these new little tube things. I feel like, when you go through the drive-through bank and you put the stuff in the tube and it shoots up, that's how I feel going through those, and I love it. I love it. Another Gudetama crawling out of a vent or sewer or something. I'm also really digging this new little, what is this? Like a little spa, it looks like? Well, regardless, this Gudetama is chilling with a drink. And, I wish I were him. He's just fully vibing. But yeah, I love what they've done with the whole place, and I can totally see where they're probably going to add more shops or something. And I can't wait to see exactly what we're gonna get, I think they're definitely gonna step things up. But yeah, let me know if you like me just yapping to this, or if you want me to actually describe where I'm going, even though it's very self-explanatory. Which I could just shut up and then put music, but I'll just talk to y'all. Why not? He's another one just chilling out on the side of the building. And now with the update too, there's a lot of levers you have to switch on and off that will turn on a bunch of more air vents so you can get to the new mailboxes everywhere. And just more little nooks and crannies of the skyscrapers. Some of these Gudetama are really well hid. Oh, and I love this one with the Marilyn Monroe dress vibes, the egg whites. Yeah, right from this mailbox, if you go down and back up with this vent. Also, don't forget to get all the new chests with all of that Citytown furniture in it too. But yeah, there's a couple over here high up. Really hard to miss if you're not flying around everywhere. Searching high and low, but mostly high. And even keep going down, and on this exact building, there is another one on one of these little fan thingies. Yeah, we're almost done with the ones above ground. And of course, there's some on these little islands out here and on the beach, enjoying more cocktails. Gudetama is always living the best life, the lazy life, There's another one on this little island here on the other side of the dock. And even when you jump off the dock, there's also one having a little swim. But before that, there's one where the new little critter park is. I like that they moved it so it's not directly like in the city. It's got its own little more nature-y vibe out here, which the animals will probably like better. But yeah, once you jump off the dock, as I was saying earlier, you'll find him floating, chillin'. Now I think we've got one more and then we'll head down into the sewers. I almost missed this one. It was another one up above on one of these buildings. So now we gotta go down in the depths of the sewer. There's 2 different achievement categories. So one for all of the ones above ground and then all of the ones in the sewer. I'm not sure if it's going to update again and then we'll have to take them again. I hope not. Hopefully, if anything, if this place gets expanded past the fog and maybe wherever the train takes us, maybe then we'll get more Gudetama, but they'll count as a different section of the achievements. But who's to say? I don't know yet. And also, since I first made this video with the sewer ones, there wasn't a map, so it was a lot more difficult, but thank goodness there's a map now and it makes things so much easier. So yeah, like after I take each photo, I show you the map, so you can help, that can help you find it much easier, even though I do try and start at a fast travel mailbox for each one, just so you can see the little route I take, because it can get a little bit confusing. So I'll go to the fast travel mailboxes so it's not as confusing for you to try and, find them. I love this one climbing up his little bacon. Is that bacon? It has to be, right? Like eggs and bacon. He's always got his little bacon blanket or something. But yeah, this one just gotta fall down quite a bit and go in the little water here. Get a little stinky in the sewers. Yeah. I also have the show Found Gudetama turned on in my settings. So that's why that when I pass by some of them or once I take a photo, they have that green check mark, because that means I finally got the picture with them. So a lot of these, I had to retake the photo. I don't know why they did that, but I don't know, I had to for the achievement to be like checked off again. So yeah, once I take a photo, the Gudetama won't disappear, but he'll still be there and I will get that little green check mark above their heads once I walk by them again. But if you don't like that, you could turn that off so then they do disappear. So you know for sure that you've gotten them. Or if you just don't like seeing them hang around, but why wouldn't you? It's so funny, they're so cute. Yeah, there's a few in the puzzle rooms. You don't have to resolve them if you've already solved them. You don't even have to do what I'm doing here with the block. I just did it so I could go up right next to him for like the video purposes. But if your camera reaches him when you're just below, honestly, that's good enough. You just need him in the camera frame. Yeah, you don't actually have to go all the way up for the photos or redo the puzzles. But also, if you haven't done the puzzles yet, it's a perfect time to do so. I do have a video with those as well. I don't think they've updated the puzzles. I hope not. I hope not. But yeah, I do talk about the puzzles a little bit more in the previous Gudetama sewer video, but here I'm just going faster through them. I think like one of them changed slight locations. I think it's going to be that last one. But I can't quite remember right now. But yes, okay, we're almost finished. I can't wait to see what's next in City Town. Maybe we'll get more Gudetamas then too. And you know me, I'll get them to you eventually. Wish I did this a little sooner, but a girl's been busy. But yeah, it's hard being a Hello Kitty influencer with a full-time job. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not an influencer or anything. I always say that as a joke. Oh my goodness. But yeah, okay. I love it. Sorry, I've been like yapping this video. Do you like these vibes or not? That's all the Gudetama. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one, I hope. Bye.